It's me.
Can you believe that, man?
The last word.
Yeah, that's right. You got it. Last word.
And probably the NBA playoffs has been going on. The first round, it's been very exciting. What has been surprising to you? Is there anything that you thought might have happened that didn't happen?
Miami, I guess it's so early, but Miami, they were in the play-in just a year or two ago. This was one of those teams that everyone had in their, potential contenders. So, yeah, I mean, they were built for the playoffs, and that was kind of surprising. Even though Giannis got hurt, I mean, it wasn't like Milwaukee is no slouch. So that was kind of surprising to see how easily they went up into Milwaukee and beat that team. Butler is a stud.
It's funny that you chose that team because I said the exact same thing. And, of course, my co-host over here had some other words. He wanted to put me down, laugh at me, saying that Miami's a second-rate team. Bam and Butler are done. But I have begged to differ, and I'm here to have you to say a few words to him on what the Miami culture really is all about.
Listen, I'm not knocking the culture, the organization. No, solid. But let's face facts here. They're void of talent. Jimmy Butler has the heart of three men. No, I won't doubt that guy in anything. But there's only so far when you get into the best of the best. And Milwaukee is built of that same cloth. You got Drew Holiday. You got Bobby Portis. I never thought I'd be calling Bobby Portis his name, but that's a guy who should be in consideration, is in consideration for Sixth Man of the Year. You got Lopez playing some of the best ball of his career.
Why don't we say Wesley Matthews while you're at it? Grayson Allen? I mean, he's going really low right now. So who else are you calling?
No, but these guys are built of that same cloth. So typically Miami, what their greatest strength is to outwill teams, right? Because their skill level is not very high. You got Hero going down last game, and
it was that's one
of the few shooters they have.
That might be a blessing.
You're going to be banking on Strauss to produce like he did in that first game. You're going to be banking, and Bam is no offensive stud at all, right? He's an effort guy who can rebound and can facilitate a little bit.
And despite all your concerns and your points, they still came out with the victory. How?
Yes. Again, things happen in the game, right? You lose the best player in the world. He goes down. Again, your game plan is altered midway, right? Or after the second quarter. That's just a fact. You go into the next game ready, prepared to play without Giannis, if that is the case. I think you see a different Bucks team. I think a Bucks team that beats the Miami team.
Paul B, let's get your take.
Well, you know what? If you didn't know, the last update at about 3:20 p.m. Eastern Time, so about 4 hours ago, ESPN is reporting that the Bucks officially listed Giannis as doubtful to play in tonight's game as he continues to deal with a lower back injury. He did not practice yesterday. So, like I said, that could be a surprising first round matchup. Yes, it is the Miami Heat, but they still got a solid starting five. Lowry, say what you want to say, but he's still a proven vet. Jimmy Butler, like you said, is a heart of multiple men's and Hero. I think he can, if he stays steady, and Bam, he'll do what he
Isn't
can.
Hero out? I thought Hero was.
Yeah, he broke his hand.
Yeah, one of the few shooters and scorers they have. And that team can't afford to lose anybody who scores.
Okay, that's fair enough.
We might be talking about 75-point games.
Duncan Robinson's time to step up.
Yeah. Well,
he is getting paid like a guy who should play.
We'll have to wait and see what the final take on that, because if the Greek Freak's not going to play after tonight, we'll have a different conversation.
To me,
right?
all it does is extend the series.
Well, we'll
Instead
see.
of 5 games, we're looking at 7 games now.
Paul B, let me get your take on another series in the Eastern Conference. The Cavaliers playing the Knickerbockers. I mean, it's been great. We all picked the Cavaliers to move on. But for some reason, Julius Randle and Brunson, the dynamic duo, has been able to weather the storm and overcome the front court of Allen and Mobley, the defensive gurus. But I was one to say that I feel that the Cavaliers are a little bit weakened on their perimeter defense. But What's your take on that series, and how do you see that unfolding?
Other than the Celtics Hawks, this is probably the most series to me. Um, yeah, whoever wins is not going to really do much, but um, just for a team to really bring back that nostalgia back to basketball, I'd like to see the Knicks. They are positioned to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. I like the Cavs, but I don't see much of a bench there. Their starting five, yeah, it's pretty good. Darius Garland could probably give me a little more, but I think the Knicks should pull it out 6 games.
Knicks
if it
in 6.
yeah,
Wow.
that game
Kyra.
that game kind of showed me.
Knicks in 6.
Yeah, I in 6 is interesting, but hey, the power of Brunson. The power of Brunson, yes.
A lot
That
of Jalen
same-
Brunson believers here.
Hey, the same guy I told you was better than Kyrie Irving when it comes down to importance and real contribution to a winning team. I got Brunson. Do I sound crazy when I say that, Paul B? Because I know I got some looks from this guy the other day when I said that, and
So-
he's quickly, daily by daily,
So
kind of
before we give Paul B a chance
mellowing
chime
to
in
that
here,
idea.
Let be clear in what you're trying to say. You're trying to say
I
that
picked the Cavs in 6.
No,
Don't get me wrong, but
we understand that you got the Cavs in 6, but you also said that
if the Knicks trusted in Brunson and made him be the lead decision maker, because again, Julius Randle can get in his mode, and he gets that ball is gone, only to the net it's going. So I was kind of wavering in the thought that if Randle ends up making those decisions at the tail end of games, the Knicks are not going to win. But that first game, if that's any indication of how they're going to move forward, woo.
well,
I might
have
be
to
drawing
agree.
blanks on that
If-
series.
If Jalen Brunson is in the driver's seat, the Knicks have a greater opportunity of taking over this series.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the question that we were dealing with:
What question is that?
Brunson or Kyrie Irving? Paul B, let's get your take on that. Who's your? If you have to put your
And again, make
Trust him.
it clear though. Make it clear because your honor, you're leading. You're leading.
Quit
all right?
badgering the
That
witness.
don't lead the witness. All right. I clearly
Here's
stated.
some-
I clearly stated that I'm of the belief
That Brunson is a better
Jalen
player.
Brunson is a better contributor to a winning team. If you had, again, Kyrie's talent is superior to Brunson. Dribble, finishing ability at the rim, special shot making. But I believe he's a better real contributor to a winner.
What's your
Am
take,
I
Paul
crazy?
B?
No, he hit the nail right on the head right there because, no question about Kyrie's talent. But does he really love ball? He's, his passion for the game. And look at what happened to the Mavs this year. You can see like what a true general on the floor does is lead his team. Even when Luke was hurt, that's when Brunson stepped up. Brunson went to the Knicks and basically led that team throughout the whole year. It's been a steady team. Not saying they're world beaters, but they've been looking for point guards for like probably since what's that guy's name? John Starks. It seems like
Starks?
Yeah, they haven't had a
Fuck that
point guard
team.
in
Was
many,
it Starks
many,
and
many moons.
Mark Jackson or Greg
Mark
Jackson?
Jackson, those days. I'm telling you. So, yeah, from a talent standpoint, Kyrie all day. But if you want a floor general, what he's done for the Knicks this year is priceless, and I think that's going to be the deciding factor. And you could just look at Mark Cuban's Mavs to see what that guy meant to that team in just 1 year. And you brought Kyrie there, and what Kyrie did is basically sunk those guys to the point where they couldn't even make the play-in.
I think that was probably what they were planning on doing in the first place. They want their opportunity to get some draft picks. But that is a story to be told another day. So we got two Brunsons to one Kyrie.
How quickly?
And we got one title to none. So We'll stick to that.
Hey, all you need is LeBron.
We're talking this year. We're talking this year. Remember that.
Yeah, we're talking this year.